Penny Limoli, she's in from Memphis, Tennessee. She's the founder of the Short Attention Span Club, which can be found at shortattentionspan.com. Break it down for Penny.
Thank you. It's great to be with you guys tonight. Again, my name is Penny Limoli, and I am the founder of the Short Attention Span Club. And I just decided tonight would be a great time for our first Short Attention Span Club meeting. So I'd like to call the meeting to order. If someone would like to take notes, great. If not, that's okay. Very informal. One of the things that I think caused my short attention span, which for years I worked to overcome this, now I've just decided to embrace it. I am one of the first of the Sesame Street generation. Yes, woohoo! Yes, this evening's comedy has been brought to you by the number 2 and the letter T. But that was what my parents were older when they had me, and I had this cute little rocking chair that I would sit in with my little cup of juice and my crackers, and I watched all of those shows. It also programmed me to continuously have a song going through my mind. So there's always a parade going through my mind. So what I would like to do is introduce all of you, since you're now members of the Short Attention Span Club, to our theme song. Okay, you ready? I went to the doctor to see what he could find. I said to him, "Doctor, there is something wrong with my mind, 'cause I've got the blues. The short attention span blues." Okay, so surely you have all that down. We can sing that later. I'm from Memphis, by the way. As much as I try to get out of it, I just can't seem to leave it behind. But I really think I inherited my short attention span. I think I got it from my mom. Sweet lady, she's about this big. I'm still not really sure that we're related, but I think we probably were. My mom, some of my best memories of her, which she's who got me hooked on Erma, were Thanksgiving. One Thanksgiving, she could not get the roasting pan into the oven, so she decided that wire that was hanging down in the way, that she would just cut it. It was the thermostat. So we had to go somewhere else to cook the turkey. Then a few years later, when I was in junior high, we lived close enough to school for me to be able to walk to and from school. She had just parked the carcass of the Christmas tree in the backyard. Well, it's now February, late February, and she's too embarrassed to drag it out to the curb. So I come home from school, and there's smoke pouring out of the front door of the house. And I walk in, and she has sliced it into small pieces, shoved it in the fireplace, shut the grate, lit it on fire. So I come in as the flames are lapping the top of the mantle. She goes, "Help me put this out. Help me put this out. I don't want your dad to find out." I don't really know how we were supposed to hide that, but it's amazing to me that she thought that we could. But I first knew that I had probably inherited this disorder when I was old enough to drive, I remember that much, and I don't know why I wanted to go to the drugstore, but apparently there was something there that I needed, probably some hairspray. I grew up in the 80s, big hair. So I very quickly threw on some jeans, put on a shirt. I probably was not even clean at this point. So I get in the drugstore. We had Skaggs. I don't know who chose that name. I hope that was a family name. That is a terrible name. It sounds like a disease. So I'm walking through the store, and I think, there is something crawling up my leg. Well, it was not anything crawling up my leg. It was apparently a pair of my dirty underwear from the day before. I know that's really gross, but teenagers are gross. Crawling out my pants leg. So I panic, okay? I was one of these kids that always tried to do what I was supposed to do, and I think, I have underwear in my hand. I could put it in my purse or my pocket, but they might think that I'm stealing it. And then not only would I be questioned about stealing something, but they'd all see my dirty underwear. So very quickly, I thought, I'm going to hide it. So it was Christmas time. I went over to the gift wrap, looked both ways, dropped it, put the wrapping paper back, and just walked on out of there like nothing happened. I know, that was really gross. But it was a long time ago, okay? My husband's here. He can vouch that I'm a very clean person now. But in case you're wondering if you really belong in the Short Attention Span Club, I'll just give you some examples of things that I have experienced, and maybe you can share this too. If you've ever bought Christmas gifts early and put them away, and then Christmas Day look around and think, I thought I bought you an iPod. I'll be right back. Or if you've ever wrapped your own Christmas presents and then were surprised when you open them, you might also have a short attention span. So I hear the music, which means we're nearing the end of our very first meeting. I thank you very much. If you would like to officially join the Short Attention Span Club, you can go to our blog at shortattentionSpanClub.com.